Hey guys, it's coffee time. Bam! And yes, I am drinking for reals coffee this time, so be super proud of me. My mom made it. She's getting better. I showed her the ratio that I use, and so now she's been making the coffee. And it tastes pretty close to mine, so you know. I'm in a much better mood today than I was in yesterday, although this video will still be short because we have places that we have to go today, but yes, I am in a much better headspace. We're outside. Every morning, my papa gets the paper, and he reads the paper, so we read the paper with him. It's like the only time that I ever read an actual, like, newspaper, and it's kind of fun. You feel like you're in an old, like, 50s TV show with your huge paper, like, holding it out like this, if you're small like me. So we're reading the paper, right? We're all sitting there, reading the paper this morning, and then Selena Gomez comes on TV, and my papa can't hear, so the TV is always on mute, and it's always just closed captions. So I look up, and there's Selena Gomez singing the Who Says song, the Who Says You're Not Perfect, na 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 na, that song. Which I think, you know, is a fun song or whatever. But the thing is like, it's funny how music, there are fads within music that only last for so long, right? So like, there are all of these songs right now that are like, You're Perfect. Pink has a You're Perfect song. Selena Gomez has a You're Perfect song. There are lots of You're Perfect, love yourself, be proud of who you are, etc., which is a great message, but it gets repetitive when everybody's using the exact same, especially vocabulary. Perfect, 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 you are perfect, did you know? It's just kind of funny. And then, you know, like, there will suddenly come a time where we turn on the radio and there are 8 different songs talking about, cars or it's typically just a tone in general, but I am laughing about the reuse of the word. But you know, there will be a bunch of songs that are like really dark and emo, and then suddenly like a month later there will be emo songs but with kind of an upbeat, like the FU CeeLo Green song. It's an upbeat emo song, and then suddenly it turns into, no, these are positive reinforcement songs, and I want to know what's next. I always want to know, like, where are we going with this? Where is the next stage? Because it always feels like it's somewhat linear. It's either linear or it's a complete juxtaposition. There will be, you know, all these super happy songs, and then suddenly the song that everybody's really into because it sounds totally different is the screamo song that somehow gets on the main radio. It's so funny. Yes. All of this, these were all thoughts that occurred while watching Selena Gomez on TV and reading about Weiner. Yeah. There's nowhere else to go with that. But yeah, so today we have a bunch of stuff going on, and thank goodness I feel better, because yesterday we didn't have a whole lot that we were doing. So I was able to just kind of like wallow in it and then pop out of it a new being, and we watched a French movie, which French movies are hit or miss for me. Sometimes, and I know that it has to, like, that it's very cultural, the way that film works in different places. Like in Asia, a lot of times, like, the progression of a storyline is completely different from how we would typically do it in America or in the US specifically. But in a lot of French movies that I watch are very ensemble-based. You're never quite sure who is the main character, and I think Americans are so used to, like, focusing on one character, or on one character and a side story, that when we watch French movies, we're confused. We're like, what am I supposed to be focusing on? And maybe the point, you're not supposed to focus on something, you're just supposed to enjoy the film, right? I'm not saying that this film was good. I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying that I think that we, because of how we're used to film going, we approach foreign films in a already confused way. Like, we start confused, which is, you know. But there are some French movies that I absolutely love. Any of you who have never seen Huit Femmes, you should watch that movie because it's so funny. Anyway. Somebody's gonna post being like, that's not actually a French movie. I think it is, though. I don't think it's a Canadian movie. I think it's a French movie. We had to watch it in French class. And after we watched it, I was like, how are we allowed to watch this movie in high school? I feel like we shouldn't have been. It's a funny movie, though. It's a, yeah, I won't ruin anything. It's a murder mystery, that's all I'll say. It's like Clue with a million women. It's so funny. Oh, goodness. Yeah. But I love watching foreign films. And like, on Netflix, I'm loving Netflix Instant the more that I have it. The longer I have it, the more I'm just like, how did I live without you? Netflix Instant has an entire section that is just foreign films. And I have been slowly making my way through it. There are some of them that I get like half an hour into and I'm like, nope, and then I shut it down. But some of them wind up being very interesting. I love foreign horror films because typically they have a lot to them. Our horror films don't necessarily always have a lot to them, but sometimes foreign horror films, you watch them and you're like, something is happening! Get so excited. Speaking of French films, if you've never seen He Loves Me, He Loves Me Not, that is on Netflix Instant Queue. It has Audrey Tautou on it, and it's, oh god, it's so good. It's so good. It's one of my favorite movies, just in general, not just foreign movies. One of my favorite movies, and you should watch it if you've never seen it, because it's so good. You're gonna look at the cover, and you're gonna say, this is gonna be lame. It won't be lame. It won't be lame, I promise you, it won't be lame. Anyway. What was I talking about? Oh, I was just talking about movies in general. Music, and then it turned into movies. Nah. Can you tell I'm in a better mood? Yes. Yes. Yeah. So that's basically, I mean, we watch a lot of TV when we're here. The Giants game was on last night. I don't watch baseball at all, so I did crossword puzzles and reread Sherlock Holmes. I found out! New thing. So, on the Zoom is a Google product. And so anything that you would typically use like Gmail or Google Books or any of that, there are already applications on it to be able to use that stuff. So I had never used Google Books like on the computer or on the Zoom, like not at all. And I kept accidentally hitting it. And I was like, oh! So I finally, when I opened one time, I was like, well, this was like yesterday. I was like, well, I might as well just log into an account on it, and then, you know, if there's something free on there that looks funny, then cool. So I logged in, and one of the first things that it was like, oh, this is a free book that you might be interested in reading, was Sherlock. And I was like, I haven't read the Sherlock stories in so long! So I've been reading Sherlock Holmes while I've been here. I'm a huge Sherlock Holmes fan. This is something that I might have mentioned before, but typically I don't tell people IRL because it's a weird thing. It's a weird thing to love so much. But yeah, so crossword puzzles and reading Sherlock while they were watching the Giants game, and then So You Think You Can Dance came on. We watched the kickoffs for that. So just a lot of TV, because Papa doesn't have to, you know, exert himself to watch TV. He can just sit in his recliner and just stare and read closed captions, and every now and then if he doesn't get it, he stares at us, and then we explain. It's good times. It's good times. We're leaving tomorrow, though, and then I'll be in Oregon. And then I'll be seeing all sorts of family and whatnot, so that should be interesting. Although I'll probably be able to take some pretty fun vlogs, so yeah. Very first night that I'm home, I'm gonna be going out dancing because I need it. So that should be fun. I'm excited about that. But yeah, I don't think that this video wound up being as short as I thought it was gonna be, but that's okay. So I hope that you guys have a good day, and I will talk to you again either tomorrow, maybe not tomorrow, depending on what time I think we get in pretty early, but I'm not sure. Either tomorrow or the next day. But I think tomorrow. I think I'll be able to get a video up tomorrow. So yeah, so I hope you guys have a good weekend, and I will talk to you tomorrow, maybe. And yeah, be safe, have fun, etc. Bye-bye.